Dear State Secretary Ina Querlemann, dear Senator Frank Horch, dear Secretary General Susumu Naruse, and dear President Grant Jill Fillon, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear my guests. First of all, I would thank you for your warm words, especially for the good support yesterday evening beside the match, and I promise I will not talking any longer about soccer during the conference. That's done, and now we can start, and we will open the 29th International Port Conference here in Hamburg. I think I do not have to repeat how honored we are to host this week with all of you during the conference here in Hamburg. Many of you traveled a long distance to be here with us, joining the city, joining the port of Hamburg when we called or did calling at the Smart Port. Thank you all for coming to Hamburg. Ladies and gentlemen, during the next days, we want to give you some impressions of what the different ports in the world are doing to meet the challenges, or how we're doing to meet the challenges of always changing frame conditions as globalization, bigger and bigger vessels, as mentioned before, or changing trade rates due to regional crisis. On the questions how to deal with these global trends, we will spend this whole first conference day. Creativity rises with challenges, or sometimes we say we have to be creative to adapt the future. I find it important to face these challenges together, to meet friends and to discuss possible solutions for the task which global megatrends gives to all of us, to meet and to be creative together. I hope you take this conference week as a chance to meet old friends and to meet new ones, to discover together new approaches of facing the future, and of course to discover the beautiful city of Hamburg. Our motto was, which we prepared for the last months or during the last months and years with dozens of projects, is City of Hamburg calling at the Smart Port. I don't want to talk about Smart Port today. As you might know, I'm a computer scientist, I'm an IT specialist, I'm a software engineer. Some people say I'm a digital native, but I have to say I'm not a nerd. But you know, I like the ICT environment, the networks, the digitalization, the innovation, and that's the reason why we implemented the Smart Port, but I will present that in a more detailed version tomorrow. In Hamburg, roughly SMART stands for an intelligent exchange of information between the different stakeholders in the port, which all try to adapt the present and to the future on their own. In the Smart Port, Hamburg, we generated solutions with which everybody along the supply chain can increase the efficiency and quality in a joint way. That's the secret behind, not every single solution, a joint solution. As I mentioned, I will skip this introduction to Smart Port. I'm looking forward to present the whole Smart Port concept tomorrow morning to you with some animations, and I hope you will enjoy that. For the port itself, Smart Port means doubling capacity without doubling space. That is another motto we promoted. That means the city of Hamburg is growing, the port is growing, but there's no more space left to increase new areas or to bring in new areas, to construct new infrastructure. We have to use it more intelligent. You can say we are living here in Hamburg in a tradition of being creative and facing the challenges to find sustainable solutions together with our partners. Therefore, we are speaking with all parties of interest. For example, yesterday, I spoke on a welcome address at the Greening Ports Conference of the NABU, an NGO with the aim to protect nature. They did the conference very close to our conference, and I think that was a good idea to organize these conferences in the same week, because there's a kind of complementing the ideas of both, And I'm very happy to tell you that Mr. Porschke, the head of the NABU, will also speak on our conference in our part Clean Air in Ports, because this is a NABU project and we have to try to work together. It's good and necessary that we sometimes have a different point of view, because without opposition we won't find creative solutions to solve the challenges between economic, ecological and social needs. Important is that we always try to understand each other, to forget for a second all the discussions in the past or from the past, and to work as partners together on the way towards a creative solution. Creativity is nothing else but to leave a paved road and to search for new trails. This faces us in every day on every day of our life. Might it be the application also of Hamburg to host the Olympic Games 2024, which was already mentioned by our Senator Horch. Enough said, I do not want to put you any longer on the rack. Let's see what is in the parcel. The Port Authority, Jens Meier. Oh, it's the official conference logo arrived from Tokyo. Ladies and gentlemen, with this logo, I would like to declare the 29th World Port Conference to be open. Thank you very much for listening.